Oh look, it's gross out. Well, I have some bad news. This thing's been taking a large beating over the last, I don't know how many years it's been now. But it's time to say goodbye to the roll cage. At least the back portion of the roll cage. I wouldn't get rid of this thing, are you kidding me? It needs a bit of a makeover because, I mean, I'm not concerned about safety or anything, but that seems to be an issue. That's getting a little bit of an issue. I mean, safeties. Like this was actually done a long time ago, this bend. That big snowbank I hit and flipped a few times. That's when that happened. Actually, it's not just for the roll cage. One, it looks like butt outside. It's all wet and gross. Two, but probably should have been one. It's time for some rear suspension. And to do that, I'm gonna need to chop the roll cage off here and here, and because this cannot be attached to the back end. Put a pivot point there, put a pivot point over here somewhere, and then I'm thinking out to here and then back in. It's gonna look awesome. I wouldn't even worry about it. That said, the brake line has to be changed because that's just a solid bar. But that also gives me the opportunity to change this, put that back here, put a cable from the brake instead of a bar to a place around here, so then this can be its own separate device, if that makes sense. Now that gives me an opportunity to lower the seat, because you can see here it can only go so far before it hits that little piece right there. And also, like, my head hits this thing so often, it's probably just soup in the old skull, if you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to extend the back or the frame by a few inches just to make sure the motor has enough room. I mean, it's going to be pivoted up a little bit, but that just seems like a good idea. So, first of all, I'm going to take a few things off. The seat, steering wheel, oh yeah, also the steering wheel. It's a little bit off center. It's fun to watch, but it takes its toll when you're driving it. Right, take off the steering wheel, take off the seat, and the brake linkage, and the seat belts, and then, so that's first. Second, we're going to chop off the back stuff. Third, or second, I don't even know, make the cuts here, put a system, a swing arm system, joint system, like on the big snowmobile cart. Anyway, this is way too long. Okay, let's begin! And the great film with your chin episode starts. Don't judge me, I can't remember how to use a wrench. That's why I don't. Film with your chin. Ow! I punched the metal! It's a little sideways, but I guess it'll work. Good grief. Who tightened these things? Poor thing needs help. One down, one to go. Look at the picture. Next up, take off the seat. 7/16. Also, if you're wondering why the video is all so close, it's because I only have this little area to work in right now, because remember, it's butt outside. And the rest of the shop is taken up. My dad's he makes woodworking books. So right now he's doing helicopter stuff. I will show you in a second. See, it even flies. Also, I'll probably forget, but I do want to hold the camera a lot more steady than I did the last build with the sled or snowmobile cart. That was like... And here we're doing the seat! And in the back... And then... Resting on wheel, not on chin. This time around. Lefty loosey. Also, steering wheel needs to come off. Well, I thought that would be a lot smoother. Alright, got the seat bolts out, and it should just come out. Looks real comfortable. There you go. Next is this sad excuse for a pedal, brake pedal. So you can kind of get a good idea here. Did this even work before? Like, what the heck? Pulls a little bit there, and which pivots and makes it push a little bit over there. Good stuff. It's going. Yes. Yeah, so fight me. My deep half-inch socket's over there, and I don't want to get up. We have surpassed the threshold at which we can now use the socket. Ta-da! This is so bent. Once I'm not even footaging the film, right? Sometimes my brain thinks things and my mouth just can't catch up. Just like that, the bend is now fixed. Yikes. Stand by. This pedal hasn't come off since I put it on in 2007, maybe? Technically, it's still not off. It's just a hinge, but so much force on the throttle always. Let's be honest, it's always floored. Bent everything. Probably use it again. Just gotta fix it. Of course, around here, fixing just means hitting it with a big hammer. Yep, we have definitely made it worse. Looking pretty good, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty good, looking pretty sweet. Looking pretty good. Shoot. Got the safety glasses on, time to do some grinding. Goodbye, old friend. That's what you get when you have a small blade. so now it's time to cut the back right off, brace it like a professional, ready to go. Looking good. Okie dokie then. So that's cut off. The only thing holding it together is this throttle cable. And the easiest way to take it off is to go to the front here. And just kind of slowly, very slowly. You know what? I wasn't struggling like this before. I can't handle the pressure of being on camera. So after like 45 minutes here, I don't know who the genius was, we decided an 1.5 bolt was necessary. And there we go. It's all out. That's not out, it's all apart. I don't know what out means. It's all apart. We had fun doing it, that's the most important thing. And second most important thing was we did it sort of safely. Sort of. It wouldn't be KGN metal if it was all safe. That's what it looks like, and the next step will be making some connections, you know what I'm saying, the pivot joint there. It's been a good day's work, a couple hours, time to wash up.